Hello students of class 7, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 7 chemistry and the chapter that I will continue today is the metals and non-metals. And this video is part 2. So in the previous video we learned about the metals, mainly about the metals and the occurrence of metals. And today we will continue with the activity that is to show that metals are malleable while non-metals are brittle. Let's check it.
We will going to discuss about one activity to show that metals are malleable while non-metals are brittle. Here you can see one iron nail is present, aluminium wire is present, coal piece present and pencil lead present. Okay. So after that now we have to hammer. If we hammer each of them separately for some time, what we will observe? You will surely observe that the iron nail will be there is no change. Like you will notice that iron nail and aluminium wire have slightly become flat, their shapes have changed, but there are no such change. But while you are hammering on the coal piece and the pencil lead, you can see the coal piece and the pencil lead were broken into small pieces. So by this you can easily prove that the metals are malleable while non-metals are brittle.
So after knowing this comparison between metals and non-metals, that the metals are malleable and non-metals are brittle, I am going to discuss about in detail about non-metals. Okay. So non-metals is usually very less in number in comparison to the metals. Excluding inert gases, there are only 11 non-metals known to us, but now is going high. It is more or less 20. They are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, sulfur, phosphorus, and many more. Okay. So non-metals to play a vital role in everyday's life. We need oxygen for breathing. We need nitrogen for various functions of our, like nitrogen is also a very important component in protein, and you all know the protein is the building block of our body. So if we cannot we do not consume the protein, then our growth will not happen, right? The plants needs carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. That's why they can make their foods on their leaves, and actually this energy is transferring to us, right? Proteins, carbohydrates and fats are main important components of the food. Usually the carbohydrate have composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Proteins have carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Okay. And fat also have carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Sometimes sulfur is also present. For the proteins also sometimes sulfur also present. That you can see that many of the non-metals are present. All of the non-metals that are present, and they are attached together and forming the important components of our body. Right? So now going forward with the occurrence of non-metals. Occurrence of non-metals. So what is it? Like non-metals occur in Earth's crust in combined with the state of oxides, carbonates, sulfurs, nitrates, etc. Calcium nitrates, calcium oxides, and sulfur oxides, and calcium carbonates, these all compounds are we can see in the nature, because they are forming, because they are very reactive, and they can easily react with the oxygen, carbon, and this kind of the elements. So that is why they are forming these compounds, and we can easily get it like this compounds in the nature. Okay, so if we have to taken out this pure components from it, we have to going for different kind of the reactions, and then only we can take out the pure components from it. In occurrence in atmosphere both in free state as oxygen and nitrogen, and is combined state as carbon dioxide and water. It is also very common that the carbon dioxide and water, it is forming the carbon dioxide, and the hydrogen and water is producing the water, H2O. So these in the nature, they are also can be found in the free state and also in the like the combined state. The most abundant non-metals in the earth crust is oxygen. Next, nitrogen forms 78% of the air in the free state, and in the most abundant element in the nature is also forms in the important food nutrient like protein, that I already told you that in the structure of the protein, the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen is present. Okay, so I am completing this video with this. In the next video, we will discuss about the differences between the metals and non-metals based on different properties. Till then, thank you.